Hello everyone, this is Paul. Welcome back to my channel, The Cavalier here. Today is Monday, therefore I'm going to speculate about something. This is not a topic of speculation, but I really wanted to speculate about this because it is really important that I do. So I've been doing the Age of Empires 4 thing, and I wanted to do this week as well. But there's been a news that has been broken out that Mike Laidlaw, who was a creative designer for Dragon Age 4, has quit Bioware and he has moved on to a new life. So why is this a speculative topic? I would have covered this on Wednesday. I was about to cover this on Wednesday as a news information. Then I thought, why did he quit? What was the point of him quitting the game, which is not yet over? So if you guys know, like if Dragon Age 4 came out like last week, and he said, okay, I developed this game. I've been with BioWare for 14 years. It's all nice and good, but I want more challenges. I want different challenges, so I'm gonna go and find them. So if he goes past and if he finds something is a challenge, then fine, no problem. But the game is not even out yet, and this guy was most important part in Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age Inquisition. He also played a little bit part of Mass Effect Trilogy, the games who hailed to be one of the best in the world and the best RPGs created in the 21st century. He also worked on BioWare's earlier titles like Jade Empires. So he has been around in the gaming community, and he was a great developer. He has a good vision, and whenever I played that game I could see his point of view on the game. That's the main thing. Now, creative designer, that's a big position. So he designs the gaming world, he designs the map, how the map generates, he designs the character, he overlooks pretty much everything. Now him leaving the game in the mid of development raises 100 questions. So that's the speculative aspect of this video. So take this with a pinch of salt, or leave me, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this. This is just should be taken as a news and an information, or it should be speculated on even more. So you let me know your ideas and your speculation on this concept. So my speculation is that the game is not going on the right path of things. So Dragon Age 4 is not being dropped off by BioWare by any instance. The developers right there who are still working on the game said it's been good working with Michael Laidlaw, but we are gonna still continue the game in his viewpoint or whatever. So good things. So they are not canceling the game. Amazing, but still, it's a huge blow when your creative designer leaves the game in the middle. This is what happened with Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, a lot of writers went out, a lot of level designers went out, and you know how the game turned out to be. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the same case for Dragon Age 4, because I still have believe in BioWare as a company, but I'm not believing in Anthem, not by a long shot, because they said multiplayer is the main aspect, main concentration of BioWare on Anthem. So it's connected with EA, and come on, it's just enormous assholes. Instead of Electronic Arts would be the perfect name for them. So they are going to ruin the franchise even before it starts. So I'm not going to be believing on Anthem, but my beliefs and my faith were on Dragon Age 4. That's what they did when Mass Effect 3 gave a controversial ending. I know they kind of patched it up with a lot of DLCs, and even Citadel DLC is one of the best DLC that I would ever play. So they did that perfectly well, and they kind of like repaired their name. It didn't cause that much damage. But Dragon Age Inquisition, they knocked it out of the park. They said, you know what? We are sorry about the last time around. This is our way of saying sorry and thank you for sticking with us. Now Dragon Age 4, I thought it was going to be the same aspect, but it should be 10 times more than what Dragon Age Inquisition was, because Mass Effect 3 didn't cause that much damage, but Mass Effect Andromeda sure did. So every fan is pissed. Everyone has gone past EA, gone past BioWare. They could not forgive BioWare. Even though if it's EA's intrusive purposes, they cannot forgive BioWare, so they have moved on. So to bring them back to this big company, Dragon Age 4 was the main thing. So your creative designer just decided to go outside the game. Why is that? Now there's two main things. One, loot boxes and microtransaction in Dragon Age 4. Obviously, is going to be there. It's a $60 game, so it is going to be there. Even in Assassin's Creed Origins, there are going to be loot boxes. 100% microtransaction is not going to be there. It's developers like, oh no, it's not going to be there. It's just, yeah, it's just for in-game currency. No, don't mind me. But we all know that's not going to be the case. It's just going to be loot boxes and microtransactions. So either EA is putting the same kind of pressure on Bioware again. So with Mass Effect Andromeda had loot boxes, Mass Effect 3 had loot boxes, but they kind of said it is a co-op. So even though if your teammate gives money, it's not pay to win because it's kind of like supporting you. So everyone shut them out because it was a good point. But now they can't do that because Dragon Age is a kind of like different multiplayer level. But if they try to make it as Mass Effect Andromeda, it's not going to be fun. So they are going to do something else, and it's going to be something different, and loot boxes are going to be a part of it. Now Michael Laidlaw saw this and said, you know what, sorry, keep your shite to yourself, I'm going to go out. One thing could have happened, or he could have had a different viewpoint on the game. Different visions on the game level, and someone in EA might have said, you know what, no, I'm gonna take this game this way. So he would have given up and went out. So this is the most positive aspect of things, and the first one is the negative aspect of things. Now my mind is always tuned to see the negatives in things, and no, that's not a good thing. But when it's come to gaming industry, which is rotten to the core right now, I tend to seeing the negatives rather than the positives. If the gaming industry was blooming, instead of this microtransactions, season passes, fucking idiotic whoring out DLCs like Paradox Interactive does. If the gaming industry was good, the tiers were like, just the starting prices is like $80, I wouldn't care less. $80, $100, $110, but you will get all the things in games. The pre-order bonuses are not going to be bullshit. There's not going to be any microtransactions. You're going to get all your DLCs. But if you're like buying with $100 or $120, you're going to get even more of stuff like that. Or it's not like that. It's like $60 or $80. You're going to get everything. And they are going to create new places, literally create new parts of the world like Witcher did, and create new missions like Witcher did, and give you as a DLC to play like 40 hours or so. Not like Assassin's Creed Origins doing, just taking out the already existing mission and putting it behind a paywall of pre-order shit. So if this was the state of gaming industry, I would be looking at the positives. Maybe he had a different point of view and he just didn't like the way he took it, and so he came out. That's a positive thing. But no. I'm looking at the negative thing. It might be the case of loot boxes, and he's the first developer to stand up against them. No good developers said that. Anyone from like WB's Shadow of War developers came out, Monolith came out and said they justified things. Even now EA is trying to justify with Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Forza Microsoft is trying to justify loot boxes. Everyone is justifying loot boxes, and it's just getting a routine right now. And even Assassin's Creed Origins developers came out and said, no, it's no problem. It's no problem. Come on. What are you talking about? So, in 3 years, AAA games are going to go to shite. And when that happens, I'll be sitting here playing some indie games and having more fun than I could ever have with playing those AAA games. Unless it's made by CD Projekt Red. I love those guys. If those guys create a game, Cyberpunk 2077, I'm playing that first. So it's just my mindset. I just look at the negative, and I think that's the major problem of things. And Dragon Age 4 is not a problem. It's still continuing as planned, but I don't know. This is my problem. If this happens just as exactly as Mass Effect Andromeda did, like people starting to drop off from the project, the first your creative designer, then your lead level designers, and then your character voice actors, graphical designers, anyone who's part of the game to the core level leaves the game in mid development, it should raise a few eyebrows. And if people are okay with it, it's like, it's not nothing. It's just he had a different point of view. It's just he wants to move on, he moves on. It's not a question of things. But I won't accept that fact, because if you are creating a game, you treat it as your like kid. you treat it as your project. So you do that unless it's finished. So you won't just leave and you won't just go to do something else. That's not how a parent does not have a parent let their kids grow. So I think that's gonna be never the case. If that's the case, then you must be as cold hearted as anyone. But I just I don't know. It's all pointing towards the negative aspect of things just because of EA. I just hope they didn't ruin gaming, man. I just to a point where I'm really frustrated with this news. I was like, oh, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's like, as a neutral guy, just looking from the outside, I was like, oh, no problem. But I know the things that happen in the gaming industry, and to me, it's like, come on, there's something fishy here. Hit that like button if you like this video, share the video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel for everything that is gaming. And I'm not joking about it, it's literally everything about gaming. And if you guys have any thoughts on this matter, speculative, non-speculative, facts, not facts, whatever it is, if you think the game's going to be fine, EA is not going to be intrusive, yada yada yada, or you think EA is going to be obviously intrusive, that's obviously going to be loot boxes and stuff, anything that you have in mind, you can let me know in the comments down below and I will reply to you guys, and we will have a grown, mature conversations rather than you just yelling out random shit. You can just talk to me in a normal way and I'll talk to you in a normal way. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.